Since the popularity of Devin, which is an AI software engineer, which primarily lets you specify your requirement in plain English and creates a whole program end to end from your plain English prompt. I have covered a lot of tools such as AutoDev, AutoGPT, and a lot of others which claim to be Devin alternate. And Devika is again yet another claimant to be an alternate of Devin. Before I start, it is a good tool, but it is nowhere near Devin in my humble opinion. So far, my testing tells me that. It's a very nascent project which is still evolving, but it's an open source. It has an MIT license, so you can change the code, you can deploy it, fork it, whatever you want to do, you can do with it. Now, so now you know what exactly Devika is. It is again an AI software engineer where you specify something in English prompt and then it creates a whole program out of it. There are a lot of limitations. Now there are also few things which you need to have. You need to have OpenAI's API key, which is a paid option. So you would need to go to platform.openai.com, get a paid account there, and then you have to put some money in so that you can use that API key, and that is a must for Devika. In the GitHub repo, and I will drop the link to it in video's description. Devika's creator says that it works with Olama open source model. I couldn't find any instructions of doing that in this GitHub repo. So maybe it is still something which is in progress, but you can still install it locally and use it with OpenAI's API key. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can do that in Windows. Now, one thing you would need here is you need to have Python 3 installed and you need to have Git installed. I already have it, and this is my Windows system. Let me fire up my PowerShell, and that is where I will be trying to install this Devika. So make sure you have Git installed. I already have it. Let me quickly check its version. Okay, so that is good enough, and it is a Git for Windows. Now, first thing we need to do, we need to git clone this repo, which I just showed you. In order to do that, all you need to do is to go to that repo, scroll up, and then from here, just click on this green button and grab this URL. Go back to your PowerShell, scroll down, and here all you need to do is to just type git clone and that GitHub repo URL. Let me paste it. Let's wait for it to finish. That is done. Let's cd to that directory, and now let's install all the requirements. So simply pip install -r requirement.txt and it is going to install it. Look, and you can see that it is installing a lot of stuff there. So let's wait for it to finish. Shouldn't take too long. And you can see that it is installed now. Took long time, around 10 minutes, and I paused the video meanwhile. Anyway, now let me clear my screen. If I do ls here or dir, you can see that there is a file called as config.toml. Let me open that. I'm not sure I can open it vi. Maybe let me try. It's a Windows system, but I'm just trying with vi. Anyway, old habits die hard. So I will edit it in my local system. Let me go to that directory and open it. So this is a configuration file where you need to put your API key. You can leave the storage section as is, but here you need to grab your Bing key, and I think you would need Microsoft Azure subscription. And this is to enable Devin to go and search the web as a tool in order to fulfill your task. I don't have it because I don't have Microsoft Azure subscription, so I'll leave it as is. You can either put Claude's API key, which I don't use. So, but you can, I have the OpenAI's API key, which I'm going to put here, and you can just keep your API endpoints as. Now, let me put my OpenAI's API key here and then save the file and exit. Once it is saved, then go back to where you were running Devika and then simply run devika.py in order to set up your backend server. So press enter. And you can see that it is downloading a lot of stuff. So let's wait for it to finish. The backend is running there. So let's keep it as is. Don't break it off. Open another window and then go back to Devika's directory, cd to UI, and then now we have to compile and run the user interface. For that, the command is um, bun run and dev, and then let's press enter. And once it is running, you can just simply access it in the browser at port 3000 on your local host. And you can see that in this one, you have on the left hand side, there is, you have given it a query, and Devika has just started talking to you, and it has given you the plan, and then it goes from there. So pretty cool, I would say, but still lot of things which needs to be fixed in this, lot of um, I would say limitations. So good step in the good direction, but still need a lot of work. And just a quick note on this Devika's architecture, which is interesting. It has sort of a user interface, which we just saw, just a chat interface. And the central component is called as this agent core, which is quite interesting. This is the central component that orchestrates the AI planning, reasoning, and execution process. It communicates with various sub-agents and modules to accomplish tasks. And then there are a lot of other components like LLM, which I just showed you. Unfortunately, no support for local LLMs as far as I can see. But if you know that it is possible, let me know in the comments. Happy to review it and maybe create another video using it with Olama. But I couldn't get it working with Olama at all. And then there are a lot of engines around planning and reasoning which are responsible for breaking down high level objectives into actionable steps and making decision based on the current context. It also has a research module which utilizes keyword extraction and web browsing capabilities to gather relevant info for the task at hand. It can also write the code, and it has a separate module for it, and that basically generates a code based on the plan, research findings, and user requirements. And it supports various programming languages including Python, JavaScript, and so on and so forth. And as you saw in that configuration.toml, you can also specify the database, so it stores and retrieves project specific information, code snippets, and learned knowledge for efficient access in that database, which you can specify. There are a lot of other things which you can go through its GitHub repo, and I will drop the link in video's description. That's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Still not a production ready project, but good step in a good direction. Hopefully, there will be some genuine, serious competitor to Devin in the near future. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, then please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.